In this question, we are to determine the length of EF to the nearest tenth of a centimeter. So EF, first of all, is this side length. And we could also give it the name of side D. So we can always name a side by giving it the lowercase of the letter that's across from that angle. So angle D, side D. I'm going to use that from now on in this question, side D. The one thing I know right away is if this angle is 20 degrees, then I know that this angle is 70 degrees. 90 subtract 20 is 70. I can tell that this side is bigger than 3.5 because it's across from the bigger angle. So I should know before even doing the question the answer is going to be bigger than 3.5 centimeters. So let's go through the steps. When I look at this, I know this angle. I can call this angle the opposite angle because it's across from 20. And I'm trying to find side D, and it is beside angle 20, so it's the adjacent side. Of course, this is the hypotenuse side, and we're not using that. That means we're going to use the tangent ratio. So we'll use the tangent ratio because we're using opposite and adjacent. So when we set it up, the tangent of F equals opposite over adjacent, and then we can substitute 3.5 in for opposite, we can substitute D in for adjacent, and we can substitute 20 in for F. So you could go straight to this if you want, or add that previous step. Now we have to get D by itself. Now there's a couple different ways of doing this. I'll show you the long way first. So what we do here is, in order to get the D by itself, we want it in the numerator. Right now it's in the denominator. So we have to multiply both the both the left and right sides by D to get it out of the denominator. When we do that, it will cancel out the D's, and we don't have it in the denominator anymore. So it's going to be D times tan 20. So now we have D times tan 20 equals 3.5. And again, we want to get D by itself, so we divide both sides by tan 20. And when we do that, of course, the tan 20s cancel out, and we'll have D equals 3.5 over tangent of 20. Now this we can throw into our calculator. 3.5 divided by the tangent of 20 equals 9.6. Again, always make sure your calculator is in degrees. And remember, before we said it had to be bigger than 3.5, and 9.6 certainly is bigger than that. So that seems like an appropriate answer. And we are done. Now the other way to solve this question is to think of it as a fraction equal to another fraction. If we're trying to find out what D equals, we can do what's called cross multiplying. We multiply these two. So we have D equals, we multiply the number above it and the number that is across. So 1 times 3.5. And we divide it by the one that is on the other side of the equal sign and then above. So that would be tangent of 20. And that means we have 3.5 over tangent of 20. And then you can solve it just like you did previously. Again, this takes a little bit of practice, but it's really quite easy once you get the hang of it.